Man, there's so much history, so much stuff, G. But I wanted to go to. I was talking to C's again. And I was like, man, you know what? Ralph's group, Funkdoobiest, is incredible, G. They did it. They did it, man. And so I wanted to get into that.
Yeah.
Your group, G. I mean, to me, your group is legendary, G. It's that. It holds true to the art. I mean, it's this timeless music, G.
Yes.
Speak a little bit on this Funkdoobiest, real quick, if you can.
Yeah, that was a fun
dope ass shit.
fun time, working on
So
developing
unique,
that.
unique.
Well, thank you, man. Yeah, no, and we, at that point, we knew that we had to stand out from the rest. At that point, because hip hop was just so, so creative, and so many different groups were coming out, and so much stuff that was coming, just independent wise. And so that's why when we're blessed to have the opportunity to work with Epic Records, Sony, and then we just had a lot of the bits and pieces together. We were like, okay, the artwork's got to be incredible. So
But how did you guys come together? Who put you guys? Did anybody?
Well,
put
we went to high school
or?
together with Fundoobiest and myself, and then with Tomahawk, he was part of, he was Sin Dog and Be Real and Muggs. He was part of their crew. Fundoobiest and myself were from LA, Hollywood area, and we met in high school. But technically, like Fundoobiest knew Muggs, Fundoobiest knew Mello. He knew, so we all kind of knew each other, but I didn't know a lot. I didn't know them as well as Fundoobiest knew them in the beginning. And then they knew of me through Kday, but that's how and that's how I really got to meet them. Because of Kday, they were like, okay, I heard you before, I know who you are. And then, of course, the M Walk in the Union record also.
Oh yeah.
The M Walk in the Union
record here somewhere.
Yeah, that was the first record that I ever recorded with MC Tab, which was Tab Doe, the amazing boombox. And this guy was really incredible, man. He was dope. He was from Philadelphia, and I literally met him on the phone through Greg Mack. Greg Mack told him to call me, and we started we created we started conversing on creating what was to be.
Yeah, man, I know you're a beast on the production and everything, and we're gonna get into that. But
yes,
these records right here, G, I mean, you guys did it.
Yeah.
You guys fucking did it, G. You guys did it. Those are classic records, amazing records. See, open this record, please.
Which one, Gaf?
This one right here.
Which WB?
Yeah. Hey, G, real quick. And I know I'm bouncing. The group Funkdoobiest.
Righteous.
Where did we get that name?
So you want to know where the origin of the name starts, right? So that the beginning of that
I fucking love that name.
Yeah, that was a song that Be Real wrote, and it was called Funkdoobiest. And from that song, we created the group. And that was pretty much how we got that name, because it was just too dope of a name for it to just be a song.
Right.
And so when I was with Muggs one day, we used to hang out all the time. He used to come through at Fairfax, pick me up in the Buick Regal, and I'd get in the car like Bugsy Siegel and the Buick with the little homie in the Regal. You know what I mean? And that was how I was. It was like he would come through, I'd have a 4-track, and we'd get to work. He'd be like, yo, I'm gonna come through, or sometimes, different, like same thing at Fairfax with Kday. I'd have somebody waiting for me if I had to go home, there'd be somebody waiting for me at home.
Did somebody introduce you to Muggs, or you knew Muggs?
I met Muggs through DJ Romeo, because we went and hung out with him one day. So another Kday Mixmaster, Romeo and Rhyme. Good cat. And I was blessed to be able to hang out with them dudes, because they were all coming up. And so was I. So just to see them every day, and then it was like, yo, you got to go get Ralph to go get the turntables, and just come here every day. You guys got the gig. Y'all got the job. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. Okay, so now we coming up here every day. Okay, well, how we gonna get there? Well, we'll pick you up at school, or we'll pick you up at your house. It's either one of the two. So some days I would catch the bus home, and then other days they'd be at the school. It just depends, we were hustling, so it was like, yo, we need gas money, So then going back to Muggs, that's how I met Muggs, and then so we started working on Cypress Hill demos, which he had started on. He was like 2-3 songs in, but then that's when I was like, okay, you got a 4-track, I got SP1200. Let's work together.
That's
And then
dope.
it just became that. And then
Did he have an SP1200?
he had
one?
SP1200. Yeah, first. I had the 4-track, the Porta 4. There's a Porta 5. It was a Porta 5, I believe. Wait, the little I believe it was a Porta 4, the little small black one there. And then the Porta 5, I think, is the beige one, right? The Porta 5. So from there, it was crazy. It was just I just started to understand how production and ideas come together.
Right.
Even though it took me a while still, because I was just kind of absorbing it all in. I was still, understanding how to loop, how music works, and what to look for, that kind of thing.
Because you don't know, you don't know what's going on, right?
Yeah, and it feels right. If it feels right, go with the feeling. You know what I mean? That was important, also. But I had to really learn a lot. I kind of did it backwards because I didn't take music lessons. It was more like listening and experimenting.
I did all my shit backwards.
Yeah.
I really
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
and it's a trip because there is no right way, actually. You can start like how we started, or you could start with, it's the same thing because you're still figuring it out. So a lot of times, you might, we were listening to heavy duty music, like, from funk to soul to jazz.
Even rock.
Yeah, dude. And there was a lot of great musicianship that was in those records. So just getting exposed to it, it's like, okay, well, this guy's a maestro, killing it right now on the solo or whatever's going on. Yeah. So just being exposed to music and appreciating it helped us develop that ear and that production skill, if you will.
It's super dope, man. And I know you guys were. Again, I'm bouncing because I'm super excited. I know you guys made like you guys were like a super producer team, before a lot of people even did that, right? Like, they were the soul assassin, but they weren't even called that, yet.
Right.
If I'm wrong,
that wasn't the beginning of that. Yeah, exactly.
But I'm saying you guys were just experimenting, doing your shit,
absolutely,
doing your thing, right?
Yeah.
Then they built the squad.
Then you built the squad, which was incredible too. And
Soul Assassins came in '91, like right after the first Cypress Hill album was, in those final footsteps of completion.
WLIX. Likwit Radio.